Smith Lake. Today's October 20th. And basically, I'm out here pre-fishing for our tournament coming up in November. Kind of see what's what. And put in at the park, Smith Lake Park. That's a long ride to where I'm at right now. It's going about 40 miles an hour, and I've been driving for about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. But got to see a lot that I hadn't seen before, so I'm going to start some of my old places and work my way back to the park. The water's super down. I've never seen the water this low. But, you know, I don't come here a whole lot. But anyways, we'll see what we can make happen. Hang in there. Start off a little jerkbait action. Man, it's supposed to blow pretty hard today. I got a little one. Fighting good though. There you go. Good job. Pliers up here with me. Alright, here's second place. I caught a couple of small ones, first little spot. This is a place off the main river channel that has some little sway pockets in it, some points. I just seen a little fish blow up. Hopefully there's some bigger ones with him. A little one. Here we go. I seen these guys schooling up over here a second ago, so I decided I'd give it a go. Alright, got a little bit better one on this time. Still don't know if he's gonna be in the slot though. Oh yeah. Pretty boy. Man. Yeah, he'd probably be right in that slot. Damn it. Need a 3-pounder. Oh, finally. It's been a couple hours. I don't know what it is. I think it's a bass. Had to swap over something really small, an actual rooster tail. Feels like a better fish though. I just can't tell what it is. Oh, did it come off? It came off. Dadgummit. We'll try again. Well, I got one. He ain't very big at all, but caught one. So I'm all bloody. So the red worked. I'm gonna go around this little bend right here. A few more. Hey everybody. All right. This is a qualifier for the ASA BFA. Travis had his last football game last night. Sorry, I'm a little hoarse from screaming. It's man, it's November the 4th, and it's 3:15 in the morning. Been up since 2:45. It is 36 degrees. So anyways, I'm getting the boat hooked up, and yeah, well, I'm about to go up here pick up T. We're gonna go pick up Spencer, hit the road, fishing Smith today. We'll see what happens. This is the part of it I don't like, but you know, it's what it takes to make it happen. So hopefully we'll do good. All right, everybody, here we are, November 4th. Spencer and Travis down there taking a nap. Sorry, fingers. It's colder than a well digger's butt out here. It's about 34. Slight breeze, a little bit of fog. We're number 76, so we got a minute before we blast off. They're getting going, so here we go. Smith Lake, ASA BFA qualifier. Did a little bit of practice fishing. Didn't go so well, so hopefully today will work out. All right, see what happens. All right, here we are, our first spot. It's a really long, cold ride in the fog. But we ain't got no competition just yet right here, so maybe we can pull it off. T's already got a bait in the water. Spencer's doing his usual where he doesn't have anything tied on, right?
Cold.
So we're gonna try a little top water to begin with. Hey everybody, all right, so last week we didn't do so great, but we're back here at a normal starting place and here on Smith Lake, November 11th. This is the BASS division, and anyways, we're gonna see if we can do a little bit better today. There's Spencer, Travis up front. He's gonna be throwing a jerk bait to start with. What are you starting with, Spence?
A-rig.
A-rig. Have fun with that.
Never mind, I'm home.
Ah. Not funny, T.
I was just really
Alright, so we've been fishing for about 2.5 hours. Ain't got a fish yet, but we just came across a whole bunch of fish blowing up on some shad, so at least we finally found some bait fish. So we're trying to entice them to bite our baits. Alright, here we sit all tired and dirty, trying to fish till 2:30. And we have not been able to do nothing besides watch them hit all around us. So, but anyways, we're gonna keep trying. We got about 2.5 hours of fishing, and then we gotta check in. So, anyways, it's been a long time coming to end this way, so I hope we end up catching a few. So, hang in there with us, maybe we'll make something happen. All right, well, we're still here fishing. We got like 1 hour left, and still no fish in the boat. So we're trying. We're changing up our tactics, trying everything we can possibly think of. We've probably fished 4 miles of bank, every kind of cover you can think of, using every bait we can think of, and we just can't get a bite. So boys are putting in a valiant effort, and hopefully this right here will be an area that we can pull some out of. We're gonna fish it for about 20 minutes or so and try a few different things, see what happens. But hang in there with us. Hey everybody. All right, I'm sitting here working on a video, and it's actually this video. But you know, I'm gonna catch a little bit of flack over this, but you know, I've been going through my head whether or not to, I guess, indulge in the whole live scope phenomenon. I get it, especially for this lake in particular. It would have been an absolute game changer. Um, I just, you know, I also believe at the same time, because of this technology, that it's really possibly changing, you know, how fish, move around where they're at. Um, and it's aggravating to me because we didn't catch fish, on these 2 days, and even the day I went out pre-fishing, I didn't catch any nice fish. Um, not that we've ever just knocked it out in Smith Lake anyway. And but anyways, I've watched several videos, and these people, especially doing this offshore fishing, and I've went fishing with my brother. He has live scope on his boat, and I'm gonna tell you what, they absolutely are dominating the crappie. Which I think crappie are a different animal altogether whenever it comes to fishing. Um, but at the same time, I'm not against live scope. I think there's a time and place for it. I also believe it takes away from the actual skill set of an angler, and looking at structure, and looking at the things around you, and paying attention to the time of year that you need to fish certain things in certain places. And I'm not a professional by no means, um, but at the same time, I mean, some of these fish were, especially in Smith Lake, we were fishing, and sometimes we were sitting in 100 to 150 foot of water, and we had fish that were blowing up on shad that were suspended out in this water, and they weren't around structure or anything else that they normally would have been around, in my personal opinion. Um, and there was no way, you know, to know where those fish were or why they would be there. And I don't know. Like I said, it's one of those things where you're trying to find a pattern for catching fish that day, and or whenever you go out fishing. And I'm wondering if by chance, and it might not be, and it might not have been around long enough to make that big of a difference, but where those fish would normally be, if those people were going up there and using live scope and using it enough, and pushing those fish out away from those structures, and changing exactly how they react, you know, to their surroundings and environment, if that hasn't caused them to go out there and start suspending, and hopefully waiting for those balls of bait to come out. That might have been something that's always happened. I have no idea. I've never fished Smith enough, but I do know in the past few years we've done better at Smith. And I mean, we went 3 fishing trips, and the last 2 we went, we did not catch fish. I mean, except for one little one about that big. And outside of that, I mean, like I said, I would love to have people's comments about it. Um, fishing with it by yourself, you're going out there, you're trying to find these fish, you're using it as a way of patterning fish, maybe something like that. And I kind of get it. Like I said, it's hard for me to be against it, but it's really hard for me to be for it, because whenever you're sitting there looking at a computer screen all day versus looking at your surroundings and paying attention to what your instincts tell you that fish should be around, and all you do is sit there and look at a computer screen, watch your bait fall right in front of that fish, and you're sitting there jiggling in front of its face until it finally bites, is a whole lot different than, I guess, the whole aspect of fishing. You know, um, again, I don't even know. I hate to keep apologizing for myself because I don't want to make everybody mad. At the same time, I don't understand it. I personally don't want to do it. I may break down and do it one day, um, and especially in a competitive sense. I mean, if all you want to do is watch people look at a computer screen, or if all you want to do is go out and look at a computer screen all day and try to catch those fish, you know, more power to you. I like to enjoy the outside, I like looking around, paying attention to what's around me, you know, and look for reasons to why those fish are there, you know. So, anyways, hope y'all have enjoyed this video. I know it's hard um, to understand, but these kids put in a lot of work, and they all do. And there's several other teams that didn't bring in fish. There were several teams that brought in one fish. There's, you know, we had several people on our team that actually even did well and placed, you know. And again, I think the majority of them had the live scope, and they were catching those suspended schools of fish, you know, out there. And the weather was changing, so um, anyways, I hope y'all keep watching, enjoy. Hopefully, there's something you learn from this. You know, I know I definitely learned that I'm gonna have to change my tactics next time compared to what I've fished in the past, uh, especially at that lake. So, anyways, y'all hang in there, and we'll try it again.